The US $6 million sheet anchor water treatment plant was commissioned on Saturday by His Excellency President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, a promise made by His Excellency when he was the Minister of Housing and Water prior to 2015.
The delivery of potable water, reliable, safe, clean water to all our citizens is foremost a commitment on the part of the vision of our President.
Over 14,000 residents in Chitanka and surrounding areas on the East Bank Brevis and the Corentyne coast are already benefiting from the significantly improved water quality following the operationalization of the plant.
The water before was like very rusty. You couldn't drink it. You just gotta buy water. You couldn't do nothing with it. Becoming a wash a white short, it turned like orange short. Yeah, so I always gotta use bleach all the time. But for the longest while since they opened here with this purified water, we didn't get no complaint about it.
In the past, the water we couldn't wash clothes. You stain the clothes, especially white clothes or clear color clothes, right? But now it can be better. Very good, right? And we're thankful for everything, right? And we get good pressure also, and 24-hour service, unless maintenance or is any breakage, right? We cannot complain. Anytime we complain, we start with conscience. So something good the government done.
Like before, you couldn't use it to anything, and like sometimes when you wash and stuff, the clothes be discolored. But it's kind of like 100% better now because it's healthy to drink, and you could like do anything with it. You could cook, you could wash, and without being afraid of any consequences behind.
This one better than the one what we had before. Yeah, pure, clean. It tastes better than what we used to drink before, and rusty and everything. But now we get better water. Yeah, and it's clear.
I know that at first the water was in a terrible condition. I'm not saying everything is perfect yet, but I think that the working force will have to keep the quality of the operation afloat.
We get clear water. Are we satisfied with this water what we get in? Like before time we used to get the rusty water, and now we get in pure water. So when I turn on my pipe, I could take a cup and drink it from the mains straight to me. And now I feel more satisfied that we get in purified water.
Yeah, well, as growing up from a small boy, we had this old time pump we had, right? But as you all know, it's got a lot of iron. So especially going to school, if things are not up to date like now, so you have to use a lot of fabric softener and things to get your scent off the clothes. Now you can just wash rinse. The water is of good quality. You can drink from the tap. So I must compliment the administration for this project, Chitanka.
With this plant, Ghana has once again exceeded the World Health Organization standards of water quality.
In terms of water quality, we are well above the World Health Standards. I want to report that. The raw iron content of the water is over 5 mg. And what it is now, the World Health Standard is 0.3 mg%. We are zero, no iron coming out of this water here at Chitanka.
Though His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali was elated to commission this project he initiated some 6 years ago, he lamented the long wait for residents of Region 6 to get access to potable water.
So it's unfortunate, whilst a lot of people say I'm returning to commission the facility. It's unfortunate that it took this time for you to derive the benefit from a facility that had the financing, had the design, had the project ready, and yet 5 years after we are now commissioning this facility. It tells a story though, that we must all learn from. And that story is there are certain aspects of development that we must not use as political tool or place on a political agenda.
The president labeled water as a fundamental human right, as he reminisced on the value-added tax once placed on water by the previous administration. While his government removed the burdensome VAT from water, Dr. Ali's government did not stop there. Government has already laid out an ambitious yet achievable plan to ensure treated water is in abundance on the coast.
And then we are working towards the $4 billion program. Then we have committed ourselves to 90% treated water coverage along the coastal region. To achieve that, it requires just over $25 billion of investment. $25 billion of investment. I want to assure you that the government has already commenced work on mobilizing this $25 billion of investment to ensure that 90% of the population along the coast would have access to treated water in the medium term.
The president assured that the GWI will continue to work in the best interest of citizens. He also noted that persons must be allowed to pay their water bill to avoid disconnection even when the disconnection crew arrives.
And I would urge the corporation also to add to its disconnection crew a revenue officer. So if you turn up at the customer home to disconnect and the customer is willing to make a payment, you have a revenue officer there who can make the payment, who can take the payment and avoid the disconnection. We have to rethink our approach and strategy. So it's not only 4 men turning up with shovel and you on your veranda, wait to go and call GWI and they say, nah, disconnecting. Because what has happened is that the contractors are incentivized. They're paid on disconnection and reconnection. So they don't have the human element with their approach. They have a straitjacket approach.